On a foggy day high above Chicago, we met up with Rob and Christina Ibanez. They hope to own a home of their own someday.
5-10 years down the road, I would definitely like to have my own home. I'd like to have some money in savings, and I'd like to have an emergency or vacation fund of some sort.
Buying a home, it's something that I have always expected that'll happen in the future, but I really don't know how to get that process started.
I know there's a lot of money involved, and I'm not really sure where that's going to come from or how to save up or really what to do.
So Rob and Christina, you rent an apartment near here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have insurance on your stuff?
We do. We have renters. It's tied into our auto insurance. I don't really know what it does. I just know that I have it. So.
Okay. Well, great. It's a great thing that you have it, because a lot of people don't realize that if their apartment building burned down or there was some other disaster, their landlord's insurance does not cover their stuff.
I wouldn't want to have to buy that all over again.
Yeah.
Well, because you just got married, right?
Yeah, we just got married about a year ago, so we have nicer things.
Well, there's another section to it that a lot of people don't know about it, which is liability coverage. Liability coverage protects you in case you get sued. And a lot of people don't realize that's part of their renter's insurance. And it gives you some extra peace of mind.
I'm a little nervous about buying a home. I'm so used to renting, and I'm used to just being able to call the landlord when something breaks down, and they hire somebody to fix it, and it doesn't come out of my pocket. I know that when you buy a home, suddenly you have to pay for the home, you have to pay for all the repairs, and you have to do it yourself.
I'd say the one thing that I'm apprehensive about buying a house is I feel like it's a big commitment that once you've made that commitment, you can't go back from. We both work jobs right now where we don't make a steady income, so it's hard to budget and know how much we can put away at the end of every month.
Yeah, I completely understand. I want to give you the motivation to do it, though, because the bigger the down payment you have, the more flexibility you have in terms of not just what you can buy, but also in terms of the loan that you get. So when you have an irregular income, the thing to do is to take a portion of every piece of income that comes in and put that aside. Start small. Maybe 10%, and it needs to go in a savings that you don't touch.
I know the housing market has kind of tipped the scale a little bit, but I don't really know what that really means in terms of buying a house.
Well, you can't really time a market.
Yeah.
So the best advice for most people is to simply buy a house when they're ready to do it. And they know that they're going to have enough of a down payment, they know they can afford the house, and they know that they're going to be there for a while.
In 5 years, I would really like to start a family, have our first kid. I'd really like to have everything in place to build our future.
So we've talked about savings for your home. We've talked about how long you want to be in it. Have you looked at how much house you can afford?
I have no idea.
In general, you want to look at a mortgage that's probably no more than 2 to 3 times your income. 2.5% is usually the sweet spot. If your income's at all irregular, you might want to back off to maybe 2 times your income.
Okay.
Another thing to think about is restricting the monthly payment to no more than 25% of your gross income. That makes sure that you have enough money to pay off your debt, to save for retirement, which will come at some point, to take a vacation once in a while, because you don't want to be one of those people who all the money they have is going into their house.
Right.
Yeah.
So even if it means you might not be able to buy exactly the house that you had your eye on, the reality is when you're house hunting, you're going to fall in love and fall out of love, and you're going to try to get a house and not get it. So it's a whole process, and you will get the house for you. You will get a nice place to live at some point, but you want to be ready so that you can buy the house, be comfortable in it, and keep it for the long run.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Liz was really helpful. We first came in and we felt like we needed to buy a home because it was the next step, and she went ahead and said, buy a home when you're ready, and when you're ready to do it, here's how you get ready, and here's the steps that you take and everything that you're going to need. So it was really helpful.